People are always asking me why I cut my hair. Most of the time I tell them it's because I want to. And that is true, but when I was in 7th grade, I read this book which had a character who had short and spiky hair, and I was like, I want hair that's short and spiky. So a month later, I cut my hair. And that's it really. I'm not a very complicated person. Why do I dress like one of those skinny YouTube dudes? Well, it's comfy for one thing, and I get lots of mobility. Not that I use it much. Snapbacks are good for bad hair days and for general coolness. My mom pays for my haircuts at this fancy salon, and she buys me my men's section button-ups. My dad would probably have the same expression whether I wore a suit or a dress. My grandparents always ask for pictures whenever I change my haircut, and for my youth group Christmas party, me and two of my friends wore matching bow ties with our suits, and we look great. See, I don't have a long, complicated, emotional backstory as to why I dress like I do. It's attached to my identity, sure, but only because I like it so much. And honestly, that should be enough reason. The people I love don't hassle me, which is an important life concept, I think. Don't hassle the people you love. My experiences with lining up my insides with my outsides have been idyllic, but punctuated with strange looks in bathrooms, being asked to go to a different queue, boys bumping too hard into me, which is greatly embarrassing for others and greatly amusing for me. Of course, gender identity is seldom so uncomplicated. Gender identity is fraught with tension. It's political and personal and painful. Women's bodies have always been politicized. Westernization, Indian culture, dress codes, skirt lengths, rules, limits, prohibitions. Women's bodies are where culture and religion collide, and they're the ones that get hurt the most, that need policing, that need to be covered up. What was she wearing? What are you wearing? And women's bodies do not belong to them, whether they're city-made or rural-born, whether they're illiterate or college-educated, whether they follow any religion, whether they don't. I know this, and the news certainly doesn't let me forget. Although, when I'm with my friends, when the only choice I have to make about my clothes is color, when my head is full of dark statistics, but my heart is so sunlit with love, I know that things can change. If people have the capacity for love and acceptance, if people don't judge, if people separate a person's insides from their outsides, if people love girls enough just to let them be. I guess it brings us back to decisions, to choice. Because the personal may be political, but that's up to the person in question to decide. Why do you talk like that? Why do you talk about what you talk about? Why do you hang out with them? Why do you dress like you do? Because you want to.